This woman just sued Lyft because her driver declined picking her up because she wouldn't fit in the car. Only in America do you hear stories like this, and that goes for the size and the lawsuit. So clearly, we have a lot to unpack here. So meet Deja Blanding. She's apparently a rapper that goes by the name of Dank Damas from Detroit, and she's recently decided to sue Lyft simply because one of the drivers didn't want to pick her up because he alleged that she couldn't fit in his car without damaging it. So then she starts to film this interaction.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What? For what? What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space at my car is small.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So, I'm sorry.
What am I gonna do about my money?
I'm gonna cancel you. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in the Lyft because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What make you think I can't fit in the car?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, at least he's being respectable.
The car is small in the back.
And
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't.
just listening to that car, I mean, it's not
You telling me
at the healthiest condition
in your car,
either.
so I gotta order another Lyft.
Yeah. And to be more specific with you, I got very tired tires.
What I got to do with your tires?
Yeah, and you have no space.
How you know I don't have no space?
Yeah, I got no space in the back.
How do you know I don't have no space?
Because I tried before.
Huh?
Because I've been in this situation.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL.
No, I don't never have to order Uber XL.
Then I'm really sorry.
What's your name?
Abraham Carter.
Yeah, like, he's being very respectable about it. He's not trying to hurt her feelings here. Like, obviously, I understand how her feelings can get hurt here, but this is definitely just blowing things way out of proportion by suing Lyft based on a business decision by one of their contracted drivers. Because, let's be real, at the end of the day, no one owes you anything. Lyft drivers, they get paid like, what, $5 to $25 for an average ride. Most people don't get tips. Why would you risk messing up your seat and your car for extremely little upside? To me, it seems like she's being a bit entitled and opportunistic here because at the end of the day, this isn't Lyft's fault. Lyft drivers are not employees. They're independent contractors. Independent contractors, they're self-employed. So does that not mean that they have the right to refuse service? Because they have to cover the maintenance and the gas themselves. And there's no way it's good for a car if you're loading an entire payload for the back seat on one wheel. But let's see what she has to say about this.
Have you been in cars that size before?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that, you know?
Deja Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
I'm doubtful she'll fit in the back of a C-Class.
I'm like, oh, man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car?
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, you know, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
So I didn't know this was actually a thing, but I guess it makes sense because there is some truth to what the driver is saying about the tires and suspension. But I mean, either way, the largest expense for Lyft and Uber drivers are maintaining the vehicle and gas. And the Mercedes can hold roughly 1,000 pounds in total as its payload. So it makes sense that he doesn't want to put half of the car's weight limit on one back tire. And I mean, it would be fair to say once you reach a certain size, just like with airlines, you have to buy an extra seat, you would have to buy an XL Uber so you can fit comfortably. That's also just for your own sake. Like, don't you want to be comfortable while you're riding or using a rideshare service? Obviously, it sucks, but you can't force others to take on the burden of your life choices. But because of this video, I did some research on this, and apparently a passenger in the backseat can weigh up to the limit specified by the vehicle's manufactured payload capacity, which is the total weight of all passengers and cargo that can be safely carried by the car, and varies depending on the car model. Typically, this means a single adult passenger can weigh anywhere between 150 to 250 pounds. Okay, so I mean, like, it wasn't until doing research on this, I found out this is actually a massive problem here in the US, since, you know, we're one of the top countries when it comes to obesity. So I mean, who would have known that, like, a lot of the bigger families here in the US are apparently driving around their cars above the payload capacity. That's something I learned today.
For every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL too.
No, I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there.
Yeah, dude, his engine sounds
Tough.
not in the best condition.
Dank DeMoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
And also, what about the Lyft driver who likely lost their job for this? All because she didn't want to order an XL after he declined her. All she had to do would be, oh, okay, and order an XL and there wouldn't be a problem here. But I'm also certain that the dude lost his job by trying to protect his car. And also, again, while listening to his car while idling, clearly it wasn't in the best shape. So he's just trying to save money where he can.
It looks like Lyft might be hurting pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John
Right.
Marco and Zach Runyon, say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, you know, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car or Muslims in my car. It's the same. Under the law, it's the same.
Like, come on, sure. Like, under the law, it could be the same. But like for me, it'll be white boy summer the rest of my life. But I'm going to make sure that it's not fat boy winter, or that's my goal. My goal is to avoid fat boy winter for myself. I'm trying not to repeat that weight gain I did when I first moved to the States back in like into 2018, 2020. So the real OGs here on this channel, they know that I was probably 30 pounds heavier back then. Because surprisingly enough, when I moved from Norway here to the US and got access to American fast food and the good old corn syrup, every single drink size is like, what, 30 to 50% larger than what it is in Europe? Yeah, your boy ballooned a bit. But thankfully, we got that taken care of. You know, boys getting swole in the gym, you know? Yeah, like as... Maybe not swole yet, but at least I'm not overweight anymore.
The lawsuit is filed. Since she posted the encounter on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
Full-figured folks? Why are we tiptoeing here? That almost sounds like more of a slur. But here is an image of her sitting in the trunk of an SUV. And come on, I mean, after looking at this picture, there is no way that she can fit in the back of a beater C-Class. This whole situation just feels like something out of a Boondocks episode. And here is another picture of her in the driver's seat of an SUV, presumably with the seat all the way back. I don't know how the driver's gonna fit her in the back of his car in a small C-Class without damaging the car, at least damaging the seat. This lawsuit feels either like a cash grab or like an attention stunt to me. And I can't, maybe both, but still, like, I just don't feel like she was really that wronged here. Like, obviously, it's humiliating and it sucks. But like, is it really worth suing over? Just get a new Lyft, get an XL. I just don't see the reason to ruin this Lyft driver's life because of this situation.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can. I really want people to see like what we go through as bigger people, you know?
We did reach out to Lyft. They did not get back with us in time for this story. Now, Lyft, Uber, those rideshare companies, they can refuse passengers based on a perceived security threat. But according to Deja's attorneys, you cannot discriminate based on someone's weight. It's very clear in that cell phone video. That is why he denied her ride.
Overall, this is going to be a super interesting case to follow. The comments on this news article are definitely not taking her side. In quote, I had a passenger her size and I failed to refuse my trip. My axle broke. Lyft did not help me with my repairs. I'm proud of that driver for standing his ground. She needs to order an XL Lyft. People always trying to save $1 and forget about the poor drivers. I hope she doesn't win. It's Lyft, not forklift. Okay, and the internet really ran with that one. Okay. Come on, guys. Lyft drivers get about $5 a ride and most passengers don't even tip. She weighs more than the car. When she ruins his car, who pays for the repair? Why wouldn't she spend the extra money on a larger vehicle? Let's not normalize this. She's 600 pounds. Please let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. But other than that, YouTube thinks that you'll enjoy this video, so you should definitely check it out and subscribe if you're new. And hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.